When it comes to Black history, there is a critical resource available. 1776 unites as a movement to liberate tens of millions of Americans by helping become agents of their own uplift and transformation, by embracing the true founding values of our country. Our next guest authored a new book called Red, White, and Black, Rescuing American History from Revisionists and Race Hustlers. He's challenging the orthodoxy that the United States was founded as a racist nation. Joining us to break down the meaning of July 4th for Black Americans and more is the founder and president of the Woodson Center and author, Bob Woodson. Glad you could join us tonight, Bob. Tell me about your new book, Red, White, and Black, Rescuing American History from Revisionists and Race Hustlers. Why those terms?
Well, because first of all, let me revise it a little. I'm the editor of it. There are a series of 28 essays that were produced by an array of Black academic scholars, journalists, not all conservative, Clarence Page from the Chicago Tribune. And so it was a collection of us who got together and realized in 1619, that was authored by the New York Times, presented America because of the 20 Africans arrived on our shores in 1619 as slaves. They then went on to say, well, as a consequence, America is a slaveocracy and forever stained by slavery and defined by slavery, and therefore all white people are recipients of these benefits, and Blacks are victims. And so this is a false history of America. No country or individual should be defined by its birth defect, and slavery was America's birth defect. And so what we did was we brought together, and we say that our legitimate birthday is 1776. And so Americans, slavery has never defined a country. Blacks have been defined by our resistance to slavery, how we built universities, how we maintained strong families in the face of opposition. So we're telling the accurate story of Black response to oppression. We're not defined by depression, but we're defined by our resistance and overcoming oppression.
Indeed, it sounds like there's two parts of the same coin, resilience versus the original sin that we know is baked into the Constitution that declared that Black people, because they were enslaved, were 3/5 of a person. So how does, in that light, how does then July 4th place for the meaning and the significance for Black communities?
Well, Frederick Douglass and many other scholars eloquently spoke to America. America is the only country on the face of the earth that fought a war to end slavery. It's the only country on the face of the earth that has an Emancipation Proclamation. And so America and the Constitution was written so that America is becoming more perfect each year. Blacks died in every war of this country. They didn't die for slaveocracy. They died in defense of freedom. And so it is
Mr. Woodson, we have the President of the United States coming in, so we do have some breaking news. Thank you for joining us.